right, there we go. What's up, guys? VV back with another video. And in today's video, we're doing a video that I don't really want to talk about. We're going to be covering a very uncomfortable topic in today's video, going over a little bit of drama that's happened in the community. It has to do with Joey from HPTCG, a good friend of my channel, a good friend of me, someone I know personally. And that's kind of what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Is number one, my relationship with Joey, where I met him, how do I know him, the origin story of my friendship with Joey. Number two is, the nature of my channel and how we don't cover politics, and I'm going to stay far, far away from it. And then number three, we are going to talk about the disqualification and 2-year ban. I've got a lot to say on that as well. And so let's go ahead and get right into this, guys. I will have everything time-stamped in the general description. I'll have all relevant links and stuff like that in the comment section below. If you guys have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please do not hesitate to put those down in the comment section below, or hop on the VV Theory Discord. Link will be in the channel description. Now, where to start? So, guys, for those who are wondering, like, how do I know Joey? How did I even meet this person, Joey, which is Heart Pirates TCG? How did I come to know this person? How did I get to meet them? And the answer is, we used to live down the street from each other when I got into the One Piece trading card game. He doesn't live anywhere near me now. He has since moved, but we lived in the same city of Jacksonville, Florida. I still live here. And I first met Joey when he came to we ran into each other at a One Piece trading card game event at the Cool Stuff games that we all go to. It's the most competitive place in town here. And we hit it off pretty well at first. I mean, like I said, I had never met this individual, and he seemed very cool to me. I think we might have played a game against each other, or either way, we started talking to each other after the tournament. And we had a lot of things in common. Number one, we loved the One Piece trading card game and just trading card games in general. Number two, we were both starting up a channel, a YouTube channel. This was back in May of 2023, guys. This was a long time ago when the game first came out. It was in the second set at the time. And then number three, we both loved basketball. That was, that's just on the side. That was just something we both liked. And, for the record, Joey's wrong about who the greatest player of all time is. We're just having fun. It's Jordan. Anyway. Y'all have fun with that. Be nice. It's an inside joke between me and Joey. Okay, so here's the thing. When I first met him, we got along very well. We didn't talk politics very much. Didn't come up because we were too busy enjoying the One Piece trading card game and pumping out content on YouTube. Back then, me and Joey hosted tournaments all the time together. Our channels were growing very quickly at the same time. We were kind of piggybacking off of each other's content nonstop. And he was much more interested into the competitive side of things, and I was much more interested in the learning and tutorial and beginner side of things. And so we actually had a perfect, compatibility. He covered the hardcore stuff. I covered the softcore stuff, pretty much, right? So things were very good. Like, our relationship was very good in that way, and he lived 10 minutes down the street from me. So, of course, we would do play testing together, and we would run into each other at tournaments and stuff like this, and everything was good, And one thing I have to say up front here, because this will come up later in the tournament, this will come up later in the video. I never knew Joey to be a cheater. He was a sore loser one time about that black, yellow Linlin I had to put on him that one time. I had to tighten him up with that black, yellow Linlin. No, but seriously, he usually got the better of me in tournaments. But I never saw him as a cheater. We'll talk about that more at the end of the video when we get to the third point. Now, but anyway, so just to wrap up point one, how I met Joey, we just ran into each other. I had never known him before then. We ran into each other at a Cool Stuff games, played One Piece together. We were starting YouTube channels, and we both liked basketball. So we had a lot of things in common. So that's kind of how we met. Now, moving into point two and the political stuff. We're not going to talk about politics. Let me tell you guys right now, if you came to my video hoping you would hear my political stance on a specific area, you're going to be sorely disappointed. You're going to be extremely disappointed. Let me tell you guys right now, the VV Theory channel will never have anything to do with politics. You're not going to hear my political stance on these channels. You're not going to hear my stance on politics, sexuality, what else? Religion. Okay. The most I can tell you on that, guys, is I'm a Christian. Okay. I was born and raised Southern Baptist. So, of course, if you kind of want to know what I believe, hey, be my guest. Read the King James Bible. Okay. Read the King James Version of the Bible. You'll get a pretty good idea. Okay. And I don't shy away from that. I'm not ashamed of what I believe in. Now, with that in mind, that's as far as I'll go on politics and religion. But Joey, he was not afraid to go a little further than that, from what I understand. Now, I will say this. I want to go over two situations in particular pertaining to Joey from Heart Pirates TCG. Things first went wrong. I think it was about a year and a half ago. A little shady on the dates. I was still a full-time teacher at the time. I was a full-time art teacher at a high school. And Joey told me about some craziness that he had just gotten involved in between other content creators, and just something he had said about someone I believe it was someone in the transgender community. Guys, I stayed far away from it, okay? Because that is like nope, if you're a content creator and you're not talking about politics, you stay far away from that stuff, okay? That's all that I know. I'm not ready to launch my political channel yet, guys. I'm joking. I don't want to launch a political channel. But the point is, I was like, yeah, hey, I'm not touching that. And I will say, even back then, some people, I saw my name pop up in the community a few times. I think someone even said something to the extent of, VB Theory's pretty quiet on this. And yeah, because it has nothing to do with me, right? Because here's something everyone needs to understand, no matter where you are in the world. Whatever views I have are my views. Whatever views Joey has are his views, okay? And to Joey's credit, when all that stuff started happening, he started distancing himself away from me because he didn't want to drag me down with him with what was going on. So to Joey's credit, he did, he didn't want me getting involved with it because he knew, and we both knew this had nothing to do with me. But of course, with people knowing, like, okay, but there's a relation there. We are friends and we do a lot of content together. People were like, well, is VB Theory the same way? VB Theory is pretty quiet on this. What's going on with him? I don't do drama, guys. I don't get involved with it. Personally, I don't really care what people say, with that kind of stuff. It's not my business. But here's the thing. People started talking a lot more about it in this second go around, where I finally felt the need. I'm going to address this. And I'm going to do it as gently and as neutral as possible because I don't want to get involved in politics. I don't care about people's stances on this subject. But I did feel the need to express my beliefs, or at least not my beliefs, I guess, right? Because I want to stay away from the belief part. I wanted to tell people where I stand on this whole thing. I didn't want it to be total radio silence. I didn't want to make it look like I was avoiding what was going on. Now, to be fair, I kind of am trying to avoid it because, like I said, it just has nothing to do with me. I don't want nothing to do with it. Okay, I'm trying to keep it that way. But I felt this time, like I said, started seeing some stuff on Twitter. People were DMing me like, hey, look what someone said on Twitter. I saw some stuff in my comment section. People saying like, hey, I think I saw someone in my comment section say something to the extent of like, hey, this guy's frid crashed out or something like that. And it was just like, oh, great. So this time I felt like I really did need to talk about it because my name was popping up in the community in a negative light. And I wanted to shed some light on the situation, at least from my perspective and where I stand on all this. So the second time comes around here, and it had to do with a tournament. And we're going to talk about the 2-year ban and the disqualification in a moment. We're not going to talk about that yet. We're going to say that for this next part here. But just to kind of wrap up the second point here, going over the political side of things, some stuff came up again with Joey, where apparently he said something again. He put out a video that I did not get to see. I did not get to watch it. I didn't click on it. I was making my own video. Did not even get to see it. But apparently he crashed out pretty hard because of something that had happened where he had gotten a 2-year ban and a disqualification, cheating him out of probably some pretty decent money in cards, in winner cards. Because I think he got top 16 in the tournament that this happened in. Again, we'll talk about that in just a second. But the crash out, here we go again. This time, I think his channel got flagged for hate speech. And it was just like, oh gosh. And again, I did talk to Joey a little bit when all that happened. Like, I DM'd him personally. I said, what's going on, man? And he didn't really want me to make this video. He was saying like, not that he was trying to get me to not make it. But no, he was kind of more along the lines of like, hey man, I don't want you getting caught up in this. And I respect that. Again, I don't want to get caught up in it, but I do need to clear the air a little bit on this and, kind of give my side of things. I felt it was appropriate. And with this new thing here, again, guys, I don't, the day y'all see me crash out on YouTube, I'm out of here. And that was probably Joey's take as well. He's like, you know what? I think he was even saying, or I think I read somewhere or saw something. I don't know if it was from Joey, just reading the comments, that this was his final crash out and he was done. Hey, at least for 2 years though, right? Because I mean, that's like the 2-year ban. And man, when people start letting their emotions get a hold of them, and for those who are not aware, at least from what I've been told, Joey does suffer from some type of bipolar disorder. And it's something he's talked about before. He's been open. He's openly expressed this on his channel. I'm not covering for him. My brother has the same type of disorder, by the way. And no, Joey's not my brother. Okay, so like again, I know people, Joey, and then people personally, like my brother, who suffer from specific issues like this. No issue should be looked down on. No issue. People need to be helped in whatever way they need to be helped. Right. But here's the thing, he crashed out, which of course that's never a good idea, and probably said some things he shouldn't have. But again, I wasn't there, and I didn't get to watch it. I didn't get to see it. It was already taken down. It was flagged by YouTube and removed before I could even see it. Okay, and I don't really care what was said in there. Okay, because what people say when they're angry, it's not always the prettiest things, guys. It's not always the prettiest things. And I will say this. Whatever happened there was between him and YouTube and the people who saw that. Hey, that's for him to deal with. I don't want to know what he said. Leave me out of it. Don't care. I don't do drama. Okay, guys. So again, if you're looking for my political stance on some of this stuff, and if I'm going to condone or condemn or this, that, or the other, people, you came to the wrong channel. You came to the wrong video, I should say. I don't do that kind of stuff because as a Christian, that's like a big thing for us, right? The whole. Not trying to preach here, but I have to put things into perspective. There's John 3:16, which most people know about, and then there's John 3:17. John 3:16 is for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. And then John 3:17 is for God did not send his son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. So if you think me as a Christian, if John 3:17 says that God did not send his son into the world to condemn the world, I don't think it's my job to condemn anyone either. Sorry, it is what it is. Sorry, but not sorry, right? That's just what I believe. And one more thing I have to say, guys, everyone believes in something different in this world. When you start hating on everyone, I don't know what to say. Who is it there to help? And I'm going both ways with this. If you hate this certain side or hate this certain side, hate doesn't do good. Hate, that's another thing. Like, I just don't believe in hatred. I'm not a hater. I don't have hatred in my heart. So I just can't do that kind of stuff. Where you start attacking this group or attacking this group. That's why I'm not even trying to take Joey's side. I'm not taking Joey's side. I'm not taking this side. I'm not taking that side. Staying out of it. That's between other people to deal with. And this community, I have to say, can we not do that? Can we not get into that kind of stuff? Can we get back to the One Piece trading card game? Because this channel is my channel. I'm talking about the VV Theory channel now. My channel is not here for drama, okay? My channel is here to teach people how to play the One Piece trading card game. That's my whole channel's purpose. And help people get better, and all kinds of other things, showing people gameplay. My channel has a lot of purposes, but they're all about the One Piece trading card game. Do you guys understand this? That's just how it is for me. Now, where to go from here? So that's the whole political side, religious side, and stuff like that. I want to leave politics. I want this to be the only time you'll ever hear me even say the word politics on this channel is this video right here, to get it out of the way and to tell you guys, I'm done with the politics. Whatever you guys say from here, if it's something to do with this part of the video, like this part of the topic with politics and how dare you believe this or how dare you this, I'm just going to ignore it because I don't have time for it, guys. Don't have time to get in these keyboard battles with people. The keyboard warriors online. Don't have time for it. I got 2 kids I'm trying to raise, putting out a video every single day, streaming 3 days a week. Just don't have time for it. Now, the final thing we have to talk about. The DQ and the 2-year ban. I do take issue with that. Now, I don't take issue with people being punished for cheating. And if that's what was determined, I don't know. If someone can correct me in the comment section below on this part of it, because I don't know the full details. I didn't ask Joey about the full, I didn't ask Joey what the full details were of his ban and a 2-year ban and disqualification. But I have been asking for there to be much more harsh penalty on cheating, okay? And from all that I understand, and from what I saw on a video, like on the tournament video, Joey, he got, I think what he got in trouble for was using Emu. He forgot to tap the additional Dawn for the activate main effect. He paid 3, played out the 10 cost 5 Elders card for 3, played it out, activate main, trash the card, and rest an additional Dawn. Apparently, he did not rest the additional Dawn twice. It happened twice in one game. And I think that should definitely be like, hey, we're going to have to give you a serious warning for that because you're not tapping your Dawn appropriately, right? Absolutely. But here's the question that I have. For the sake of fairness, does that warrant the 2-year ban, or was the 2-year ban over something else? Was it more to do with the political stuff going on? Because that's a whole nother talking point. And I don't think it would have, right? Because this happened, like, from what I understand, the whole crash out with Joey, that happened after the 2-year ban and disqualification. Okay, it was a retro disqualification and 2-year ban. Again, unless I'm off on that, someone tell me. I would like to know. Because I know of people in this game who have played tournaments with 5 of the same card in their deck. And I was not aware that they were banned for 2 years. And I was not aware that they got any kind of disqualification either. And by the way, why do you even have 5 of the same cards sleeved? Have you guys ever thought about that? Let me just drop that there. I also know of other people in this game who have whoopsie-daisy messed up their top 5 searches on blue-purple Luffy and just placed the card they wanted from their hand on the top of their deck. And from what I understand, that wasn't met with a 2-year ban and a disqualification. But someone forgot to tap 2 Dawn and lost the game, by the way. They forgot to tap 2 Dawn, lost the game, and they get a 2-year ban and a disqualification? If someone could confirm with this whole entire situation what the ban and restriction was about, I would love to know. Because again, with all this stuff, I've stayed out of it, guys. The first time that the political situation happened with Joey, with that whole disagreement with the community, I didn't hear anything about that. I just heard from a friend, from a friend, from a friend. I stayed away from it. And now the second time that it's happened with Joey, crashing out. Again, I didn't get to see the video because I'm too busy making my own videos. You see what I'm saying? Missed that one entirely. And now with this 2-year ban and disqualification? That's wild. That's wild. Now, if it does have to do with the crash out or something to do with something along those lines, some type of political purposes, then I'd love to know. Someone say something in the comment section below. But I do take issue. I do actually take serious issue with this idea that Joey got a 2-year ban and disqualification from a tournament for forgetting to tap 2 Dawn. Yet there are people playing with more than 4 copies of a card in their deck, or botching their top 5 arrangements of cards with blue-purple Luffy, and that was putting that very respectfully, very modestly there, what actually happened with that blue-purple Luffy situation. Were those people banned? Were those people banned for 2 years? Not that I'm aware of. So I would like to know what people have to say about this, because that part doesn't seem fair to me. And yeah, but that's about it, guys. That's all I got for you. So again, I'm sure you guys wanted to hear me say something. I'm sure y'all wanted to hear me either condone Joey's actions or condemn them. Not going to do either. Joey's his own man. He gets to do whatever he wants. I don't even know Joey like that. Like I said, I've only known Joey for these 3 years I've been playing One Piece. Okay? You have to understand, it's not like Joey's not the guy that I call up on the phone when I'm bored at night. This isn't like my best friend. He's just a good friend of mine that I met through the One Piece trading card game. So if he has a specific set of beliefs that I don't really care for, or if I do care for, or whatever, don't care. We talk about One Piece. That's what me and Joey talk about. We talk about One Piece. So, all this other stuff, and people trying to tie me to this, it has nothing to do with me. It just has nothing to do with me. All right, guys, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Hope y'all enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, guys, if you have any comments or questions, by all means, say something in the comment section below. I just ask that you please keep it respectful, because that's a big thing I'm trying to do for this channel. I'm trying to foster a healthy community, okay? And then stuff like this happens, where there's hatred coming from every which direction. I don't want any part of it. I don't want any part of any of that. I just want this channel to, stay about the one-piece trading card game. That's what I want it to stay about, okay? And when things happen in this community that deviate us from that, what's the purpose? What's the point? If you want to talk about politics, go to a political channel. Like there's so many for whichever way you lean politically. Go do that. But let's keep the one-piece trading card game the one-piece trading card game. Okay, guys? I'm done with the drama. I'm done with with all this kind of stuff right here, all the politics. I don't want nothing to do with it, okay? Sorry I was super repetitive in today's video, but I had to get this off my chest, had to talk about it. I'm done. Hope y'all enjoyed. Till next time, peace.